Welcome to Quantum Paranormal. This channel began its third year in 2026. On this channel, a background in metaphysics and quantum physics is channeled into paranormal investigations. Upgrades to equipment and an expanded list of locations have been made for 2026 and will hopefully improve the experience. This channel features short POV videos to share my experiences. The videos are unedited except for the inclusion of responses where they occurred. I try not to interpret what happens and to leave that to the viewer. I do, however, try to get context for the responses I get. This is all about the journey, which is more important than the destination. I am not interested in being an internet personality and do not ask anyone to like, comment and subscribe like other channels. Feel free to do those things if they are useful to you. Enough of all that. Let's get on with the investigation.
Well, I'm back at meditation bench. Seer's on. Spirit Talker's on. And Ghost Tube is on. I'm back up at the meditation bench. Any spirits that might be in the vicinity here who want to communicate, I'll be here for roughly half an hour to allow you to communicate, or give you the opportunity to communicate. I have the same devices I had here last time.
We are gathering energy.
Good. That's good. I have the same devices here as last time. This one on the left side is Dragons for pictures. This one in the center is for building words. The one on the right is for picking words from a list. I have the lantern that will light up in colored rings if you get near that or touch it. I have a small black device there with the antenna, which lights up with a white light if you go near that antenna. And the round one over on the far end of the bench, it does similar things. You get near that antenna to indicate your presence. That small round device also had a reset seer. Okay. A small round device also has a temperature change indication. Well, we are up here outside, so there may be temperature changes just naturally. But again, anyone who wishes to communicate, feel free to interact with any of these devices if you wish to. It sounds like the temperature change. Feel free to play with these devices, experiment with them, see how they work. Anyone that does not wish to communicate can just ignore me, and I will not be here very long, and I'll be gone, and I won't even know that you're here. So anyone else have any?
What's your name?
My name is Bill. I've been here a couple times last year, and once earlier this year. Okay, Seer's reset again. Temperature change. Yes, my name is Bill. I've been here a couple times last year. This is my second time here this year. And we have a picture. I'm not sure what that picture is from where I'm sitting right now. Someone want to tell me something about that picture? What that's supposed to represent? Or more about that? Anyone else want to join the conversation?
Terrified.
About what? Are you telling me that you're terrified? If so, I'm sorry that that's the case. Can you tell me more about that? And I forgot to put up this other device that I got. The other device that I'm putting up. Okay. So I have that other device, that little blue one, device on the back of the bench. That should pick up yes and no answers, if that is helpful to anyone. Can you tell me more about terrified? Tell me why that is? What the problem is? Anyone else have anything to add? Anyone else want to get on this conversation? Any spirits that are aware of my presence here in the cemetery? Either from...
I work the mines.
He works the mines. Can you tell me where the mines were? I'm not aware of any mines that were in this immediate area. So can you tell me what the location of the mines was? Where that was? Okay. Here at the top of Pine Hill Cemetery, right next to Holy Cross Cemetery. And again, any spirits that are aware of my presence are free to come and interact with this conversation. Is there more? Can you tell me more about the mines? Another picture.
Scar.
Okay. A picture of an eye. Can you tell me what that eye represents? Or maybe who that is? And scar. Did you have a scar? What kind of scar did you have? You want to tell me more about that? Sounds like another temperature drop. Or that might even be a temperature up, I'm not sure. Someone want to tell me more about the picture of the eye? What that was all about?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Matthew.
Okay, Matthew. Hello. Are you the one that wants to tell me about the eye? Or did you have something else you wanted to talk about? Anything else, Matthew? Anything you wanted to discuss, talk about, or just make known? I'm certainly open to that. Anyone else want to get in on this conversation? Or have anything to add about what has already come forward?
Yes.
Okay. Feel free to use these devices to do so. Or are you having trouble using these devices? Is that the problem? Or were you telling me that someone else has something to bring forward? Okay. That's an interesting picture. Can someone tell me what that picture is about? What that light is and who those people might be? What does that picture represent? Can you tell me more about that?
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Hello. Did you have something to tell me about that picture? Or is there something else that you wanted to talk about?
We live on.
Yes, I'm sure you do. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't probably be here doing this right now. Or is that just a message that you want to get out to other people? Beyond myself. Okay, we have Matthew and Jasmine. Can you tell me how many spirits might be around this conversation? Will the temperature change? You have something to add? Anyone want to comment on any of those pictures that came through so far? Does anyone want to tell me if this is a good time of day to come visit here? Are there different times of day that might be different or better? Well, today is Monday. Are there different days of the week that are better?
Not friendly.
Not friendly. Who are you talking about? Who's not friendly? Is there a spirit here that's not friendly? Okay, and can you tell me, someone want to tell me more about that picture? What that's supposed to represent?
Yes.
Can you do that using one of these devices? Or can they do that using one of these devices? Since I'm understanding that at least one spirit thinks that is very important, that picture. But I really would like to have some more context on that. It seems to be another temperature drop. Okay, my name is Bill. I'm here visiting the cemetery to give spirits that wish to communicate a chance to do so. I'm only here for a short time, but feel free to make use of any of these devices as a means of communication, or feel free to play with them to understand how they work better. The ones on this rig I have in front of me, on the left is for pictures, the one in the center is for building words, and the one on the right is for picking words from a list.
Pray.
Okay. Pray for something or someone in particular? And if other devices on the bench react if you come near them to indicate your presence. Okay, it's a similar picture. Looks like people, maybe a sunrise or a sunset, maybe. Can someone tell me more about that picture? Using these devices. And again, that little blue box on the top of the bench is for yes and no responses. It should pick up on those. Okay, can someone tell me about that picture? That would be very interesting to know what that was all about. Will the temperature change? Continuing. Anyone else want to get in on this conversation? Or anyone who's already a part of this conversation, have anything they want to add?
Tranquility.
Tranquility. Are you talking about your current situation? Or maybe just generally commenting on the situation up here?
You've been here before.
Yes, I have. I was here once earlier this year and a couple times last year. I've been to other places in the cemetery, but this seems to be the best place for me to go when I'm up here. Is there more about that? Are you happy to see me back up here?
Creepy.
Creepy. What or who is creepy? What does that refer to? Can you tell me what is creepy?
We lived close.
Okay. When you say we, are you talking of a group that includes me? Or a group of spirits that you're referring to? And when you said lived close, are you saying close to each other? Maybe close to this location? Can you tell me more about that?
Harmony.
Harmony. Okay. Are you talking about being in harmony? Is perhaps harmony a name? Can you give me more details about that? Or fill me in further? Anything else? Another picture.
No. No.
Is that a comment on the picture? Does anyone want to comment on the picture? Temperature sensor? Tell me who that is in the picture? The lighting in that picture was a little bit strange. I'm wondering if there's any significance to that. Anyone else? Anyone else have something to add? And temperature sensor.
Meth.
Meth. Were you involved with meth? Is that something that you were involved with? Does that have anything to do with your death? Or is that something you had a problem with when you were alive? Can you tell me more about that?
Ada.
Ada, hello. Welcome to this conversation. Anything that you wish to talk about, Ada? Anyone else have something to add? Or if there's anyone else in this vicinity,
Yes.
The land.
the land. Are you talking about the land they built the cemetery on? Or are you talking about some different land? Temperature sensor. Temperature sensor's been going off a lot today. I don't know if that's the breezes, fluctuating temperatures, or if that's something else being indicated. I can't be sure. Anyone else want to get in this conversation while I'm still here? have about 10 minutes left if anybody wishes to communicate. I can cut this a little bit short if no one wants to communicate. Just let me know. Anything else? And finally, my name is Bill. I'm up here to allow communications if anybody wishes to. If not, I may be heading back out again. Feel free to interact with these devices on this rig.
You are brave.
To build pictures, thank you. The one in the center for building words, and the one on the right for picking words from a list. Why do you think I'm brave? And also feel free to play with any of those other devices on the bench to get a sense of better how they work. Or the one on top of the bench, which should pick up yes and no responses. Or this little black box just off to my left, which is an energy pump that you might be able to get energy from. So, why did you say I was brave?
I'm only 5.
You're only 5? Okay. Are you the one that said I was brave? And would you like to tell me what your name is? Or were you already in this conversation before? You could just remind me what your name was? But thank you for taking part in the conversation. In any case.
God.
God. Yes, this is a good location for that response, especially since the cemetery just off to the left there is the Catholic cemetery. And I'm sure that God is also very much connected with the cemetery that I'm currently in. Is there more about God that you wish to communicate?
In the name of death.
In the name of death. Can you tell me a little bit what that means? I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Could you explain that a little further? Perhaps? Anyone else have anything while I'm still here? Anything to add to the previous conversation? Or anyone else want to get in on the conversation at the last minute?
No.
No. Do you think we're done for today? Do you think we should be done for today? I have another picture coming in. Okay. Can someone tell me what that picture is supposed to represent? Looks like there might be fire around the edge. Can someone tell me?
Senses.
Senses. Any particular senses that you're referring to? And again, if anyone wants to tell me more about that picture, I'd be very interested to hear about that. And if not, I'm going to maybe in a minute start shutting down Probably with this device on the right first, which has been highly inactive today. Anyone else? Anything else? And that's that temperature tone again. And very interestingly, the little black device with the antenna was going off a lot when I first put it out, but now since I've been running this
Barn.
barn. Can you tell me what barn you're referring to? Did something happen in the barn that you want me to know about? Is there something else that's related to the barn that is important? Anyone else? Anything else? I'm going to slowly start shutting down this session. Starting with this device on the right. Ghost tube is down. I still have this device for pictures on the left, and the device to build words are still running for the moment. Any last responses on either one of these?
Look out for lights.
Look out for lights. Are these lights that will be visible in the daytime? Because it is still early in the afternoon. Tell me what lights I'm supposed to be looking out for. Or what the lights represent.
The lady wears red.
The lady wears red. Can you tell me who the lady is? Or can you tell me if there's a significance to her wearing red? Anything else? Particularly any last pictures on this device on the left before I turn that off. And that temperature tone has been very prevalent today. Maybe you have one other picture. Appears to be a building. Can someone tell me what that building is, or where that building is, or maybe what the significance of that building is?
1960s.
1960s. Is 1960s relevant to the building in that picture, or was 1960s an important time in your life when something happened? Can you tell me more about that? Yes, I'm going to wait a few minutes. I'm going to shut down this picture device because we are getting close to my time limit here. Sear is down. I still have this device over the top in the center on this rig to build any last responses, and I will be shutting down momentarily. Also feel free to play with or experiment with any of these other devices that are sitting on the bench. Thank you. I have a hit on the REM pod. My mind hit on the REM pod.
Young.
Young. Is that a name? Or are you referring to someone who is young? And I got about a minute left before I start setting this down. Or can someone tell me if that very far corner of the bench is particularly active as far as these devices with the antennas is concerned? I seem to get a lot of responses when they're in that location. Is there a significance to that? Here's the temperature tone. In any case, I will be getting to the point of shutting this down now. Be shutting down this last device. Now, in 10, 9, 8.
Where's my child?
I don't know. Can you tell me who your child is or who you are? I'll wait a few moments to see if there's a response to that. That's the temperature tone again. So unless I know who you are or who your child is, I can't really tell you where they are. So I'll wait a few more moments in case you can give me more information on that.
My name is Betty.
It is. That's a very nice name. My mother's name was Betty. And I believe she is buried in a different cemetery than this one. Betty? Are you the one who asked about your child? Or is there someone, or was that someone else? I'm just gonna wait a few more moments to see if there's a response to that.
Shadow.
Shadow. What kind of shadow? Can you tell me what shadow refers to? What is that about? And I am going to have to be stopping for this session momentarily. I may be able to get back up here one more time at the end of the summer, early fall. If anyone has anything that they might want to add at that time. But for now, I'm going to be shutting down this last device here in 10, 9, 8, 7.
Satan.
What does that refer to? I'll give you a few moments to clarify that. Is that connected with the shadow comment? if there is no follow-up to that, then I will have to shut this down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
They shot me.
They shot you. You just got that one in, huh? Can you tell me who they are? What they are you referring to? Give you another 30 seconds. I'm going to be counting this down again. Who are the they that shot you? Can you tell me more about that? Okay, I'm going to have to be shutting this down. No. Yes, I will be shutting that last device down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Spirit Talker is down. Okay, well, thank you to all the spirits who interacted with me while I was here today. Best wishes to all of you. I'm going to be packing up and heading out. So thank you and goodbye.
Before I close this video, let's review the responses I got during this investigation.